What's up, guys? It's Millie Says back with another 75 Hard recap. And today or tonight, is day 47. I'm surprised that I have so much energy. Like, I'm usually done. I was actually in the bed and I said, oh my goodness, I did not do this daggone video. So let me get to that before it's tomorrow. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. As you can see, I got on my workout gear over here, and I had a productive day. Funny story, real quick. This is not going to be a long video. You guys know I always say it, but we'll see how it goes. So funny story, I wound up going to the gym this morning and just sitting in the parking lot. And I started thinking about how I had all of these other workouts that I needed to do that really could not wait because I was like, I'm kind of behind on my Melanated Soul Crew challenge. So I decided to come home and do my outdoor workout this morning. So I walked around the neighborhood for a little over 45 minutes, almost closer to an hour. And then did my second workout this evening. There was a large gap. It was definitely more than 3 hours, but it was a really big day, busy day. Not big day. I didn't have anything special going on. But the quick message that I wanted to talk about today was something that I read in my little cheat book that I like to call it when I have to read 10 pages and I don't really have the mental capacity to do deep thought reading. I read this book called Good Vibes, and I believe I talked about it earlier in this challenge or series. But anyway, this one particular, it was pretty much a couple of chapters that I read that was 10 pages. But it talked about the importance of writing down your goals. But what stuck out to me was the author was speaking about the importance of making your goals important to you, and I think a lot of the times people set goals based on, what they think they should be doing. Either it's, pressure from family, pressure from friends, or, you see a certain lifestyle or maybe even a person that you admire and you want that thing, whatever it is that that you're admiring. And it's not necessarily, your own goal. It's just something that, is kind of superficial, you know. And a lot of the times what happens when people set goals like this, where there's really no spiritual connection to the goal, there's no mental connection or even just a physical, like, I was trying to get another word for physical, but anyway, you get my drift. There's really no deep level connection to the goal. It's very like surface level. What happens is they find themselves feeling unfulfilled once they reach the goal, and it's not quite what they imagined because they weren't necessarily trying to achieve that goal. They were trying to achieve the happiness that they believe they would have, especially if they're looking at another person that appears to be happy and they just want that. So that stuck out to me a lot because, if I can think about my own life, uh, where I was doing things that people may have suggested that I did, um, or felt like it was something that I should be doing. I wound up regretting it. I wound up saying, I should have never even thought about doing X, Y, and Z. Like, I don't feel anything after I completed it. But an example of something that did leave me fulfilled um, was it, and it's kind of silly. And I'm only telling you guys this story because I want you guys to understand the point that I'm trying to make. As far as like your goals have to be specific to you, regardless of how silly it might seem to other people. It's not their goal, it's not their life, so it doesn't need to make sense to them. But I remember being a young, almost 20-year-old young Millie, and could not find a job. And I knew that I loved going out. I loved, going to clubs and bars, even though I had no business being there because I wasn't 21. Um, but I always wanted to be a bartender. Always wanted to be a bartender. Always wanted to go to bartending school. And I was living in New York, and there was this bartending school that I used to see in this paper. I forget the name of the paper. Anyway, it was like $500, something crazy like that. And obviously, I didn't have the money because I didn't have a job. And it just became one of those things that I always wanted to do, but never got a chance to do. And when I tell you guys, I literally decided to just up and take a bartending class a couple of years ago before the new year. I want to say it was about maybe 4 years ago. And when I completed that bartending class, I felt so good. Like, I didn't want to be a bartender anymore. Like, I didn't go into the class thinking, oh, I'm gonna like be this hotshot bartender now. But completing it, it was like paying homage to my younger self that, you know, it was just something to check off the bucket list. And it seemed absolutely ridiculous to people that I was telling that I was doing it. Even when I completed it, people were like, okay, like you're gonna be a bartender now? I'm like, no, I just wanted to do it. And so anyway, that's the message. Um, if you have a goal, regardless of how, long it's been, if you can think back, in time, so when there was a goal, maybe that'll be your assignment by the end of this video. Think of a goal that you had 20 years ago that may seem silly now, but at the time it just seems so unachievable. But if you were to do it now, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, whether it's because you have the finances now, you have the time, you don't have all the mental baggage of thinking that this thing was so big. I encourage you to write it down and just do it. Just for kicks, just to see if you get some sense of fulfillment, even if it's an old goal. If it's a new goal, even better, but just choose something that you feel connected to, that doesn't make sense to anyone. And hell, you don't even have to tell anyone until you did it, but that's my assignment to you. And yes, so I'm going to end this video now. Today is day 47. It's going to be day 48 in a couple of minutes here. And I hope that you continue to watch the journey, continue to catch up on my old videos, and make sure you subscribe. Hope you like the message, and I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.